So today I want to talk to you about one mistake that I hear so many PTOs and PTAs making. And it's voluntelling people. What's that, you ask? It's when you don't actually get someone to volunteer for something, but you volunteer them and you're going to tell them exactly what they've signed up for. So this is so destructive and so detrimental for your PTA and PTO. So you need to stop doing it like yesterday because people are going to stop coming to things and they're not going to want to be involved. So one of the very first stories I heard before I even got involved in a PTO, because my kids were in preschool, the story was from a mom with multiple kids, and her oldest was several years older than my children. So she was saying she didn't even go, she was actually complaining because she had to bake and take in cookies for some school event, and she had never even signed up for this. She, in fact, was not even present at the meeting where someone had assigned this task to her, and she was not very pleased to be doing the task because, in fact, she and the rest of her family were gluten-free, and this was back in a day and age when gluten-free was relatively like a new issue, and it was kind of difficult and, quite honestly, very expensive to come up with gluten-free options. So here she was stuck with making something in her kitchen that she would make her family sick, and and it just wasn't a good experience for her, and it really turned her off from future PTA involvement. So knock it off, would ya? The other thing that I have been seeing in my Facebook group is that PTAs and PTOs are actually nominating people and maybe even electing people in absentia to different roles. There was this one person who came in the group, or one woman in the group, who said, "Oh my gosh, I was kind of elected PTA president, even though I wasn't at the meeting." And she had never consented to this, or even it wasn't even on her radar, and she was like really overwhelmed and kind of scared. And I was like, well, that's kind of nice that you just didn't say nope and refuse to do it, which that's maybe something I would do because that's not very respectful. But I just assured her, I said, you're in the right place, you're going to get all the support you need, and you can totally do this. But it's not a good practice to have. So if your group is currently doing it, stop it. It's not nice. It's just not good at all. It's really overwhelming for your volunteers and can be a huge turnoff. And that's the exact opposite of what you're trying to achieve, right? So knock it off right now.